Hi guys, my name is Dora and today we're gonna have an interview with our lifeguard student Amirbek Pulatov.
Hello guys.
Amirbek Pulatov, can you please tell me where did you spend your summer holidays this year?
I work as a lifeguard in the Iowa State, Arnold's Park City, which is a very great tourist destination for Americans, so it was very cool.
And next question, what is like being a lifeguard in the US? How it's feel like?
Well, first of all, with this job comes a very great responsibility because you're saving people and you look after your visitors, look after the water park, in the water slides, so you should be so reliable to your managers and be so confident in your skills in swimming. So it was pretty hard for the first time, but then
you should be responsible,
yeah, because you have to look after where there are a lot of people. They swim and there are a lot of children, especially with them. There is a lot of like challenging situations. They cry, they don't understand you. On my case, like my English wasn't so American, it wasn't so good for them, so I got a lot of trouble with children. Yeah.
Thank you. Amirbek, can you please tell me top 3 associations with your cultural exchange experience?
Well, first of all, I felt like responsibility to show my culture from my country, from the Uzbek nation to Americans and other foreigners. So it was very cool. And moreover, with that, like I used to know about and find about other cultures. It was very interesting. And the third thing is like adaptation. You should be so flexible because you're in a different country and you have to like adapt immediately on different cases. So one example is that you have to be very communicative with everyone, especially with your managers and with your boss, because they have everything on you. So you may like close on different things, your eyes, so to be everything cool.
Okay, Amirbek, what was the most difficult part of your program participation? Can you please tell me about this part too?
Well, first of all, the language, definitely. My English is not so poor, but anyways, I didn't have an American accent for the Americans, so they, well, like usually didn't get any kind of thing from the first time, so it was so like strange to try to adapt, but I did it in like couple of months, so it wasn't so hard. The second is like with the food, because I'm really like fond of Uzbek food, so like many calories, but the Americans didn't have like this one, so especially the bread, our like national bread, the plov is like definitely
panka. They don't have panka there.
yeah. Well, I used to cook because it is like an easy thing for me, just cooking. It wasn't so, the problem was like the ingredients were different, the whole meal was different, so it was a bit strange.
Amirbek, have you experienced a cultural shock during your first, second weeks of program in the US?
Well, honestly, like I didn't have so many like stereotypes before, and so I didn't like face a lot of challenges. Just the way that they live, the way that they speak, or just behave themselves with different things, like with the food, like and just with the communicative like ways, were a bit like not so used to. So these were the things that I just didn't like, but I had to adapt.
Okay. Overall, everything is nice.
Yeah, but everything is cool.
Nice. How the work and travel program for lifeguards have changed you?
Well, first of all, like honestly, I haven't worked till the work and travel program. even in Tashkent in Uzbekistan.
So it was your first time?
Yeah, it was my first job and the first time, and I thought like it will be very easy, but the lifeguard you have to be very careful with the lives of the people, because you're responsible to save them when they're sunk into the water. So it was a bit like challenging for me to like just take that idea of being a lifeguard, being responsible. I had to get up very early, like take care of the pool, take care of the people, just command them to not do that, and always be very curious and attentive to my surroundings. So it was a bit difficult from this side, but it was very cool. Like lifeguard, it's very easy job. You just sit, look out at the people. You have to do nothing, which is connected with the physical, like work or any kind of black stuff. But yeah, still it's very good. You have a lot of time to talk with the people, with the real Americans. So you can, for someone, it is very like beneficial to improve the communicative skills in English. So yeah, and you one more thing, you like learn how to handle with the kids, with the American kids. So they love them a lot, but when they come to the water park or just go to the pool, they do not care about their children, because they think that there are lifeguards and lifeguards can handle with the children. So this idea was very like, I don't know, annoying for me, but I love kids, so that's why there were no problems.
Have you got or improved your skills during your program participation?
Well, with the time, like I have to be like punctual, really, because our work starts from the 8 o'clock and it continues till the 9. So we had our own shifts. Like when we couldn't just go out or have a break time whenever we want. So we had to do very like attentive to our schedule. It was very hard for me because I have never worked before, and here I live. I'm a freelancer, so I have like freedom with the time. So I had to adapt to this. I really hated it, but now I every day get up so early, so my parents are shocked every day, like oh, thanks God, he got to a better responsibility and a better punctuality after the work and travel. I'm happy just hearing them about this. Yeah, thank you. And the second thing is like I became a more responsible just to everything. Before I just didn't have these skills, like I wasn't so attentive to my surroundings, I just lived. But after that I just started to think about my financial management, about my education management. I started like being a lifeguard lifestyle. You have to be fit, you have to be very attentive with your food, because you have to keep your physical condition. So it is very like beneficial for me.
So lifeguard program has changed a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
And we are so happy and proud of you.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amirbek, what places have you visited during your grace period?
I had visited a lot of states. Well, not the grace period, but while I was like still at work, I had chance to visit Minneapolis State and had chance to see Mall of America. So for the record, it's just the biggest mall in the United States. So it has everything, like the water park, the the aquarium, the food court, of course, food court, a lot of shopping boutiques, and Yeah.
And which states have you visited?
After I quit my job during the grace period,
Uh-huh.
I was New York State, New York City, and Chicago. Like I've been in Illinois and other parts of the Chicago because I had a lot of friends during the work time, so they took me to those cities. So I was with the Americans. They had everything with them, the car. So with the transport, I didn't have any problem. And that's it, I think. Yeah.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Amir Bey, what can you recommend for students who want to apply for a Lifeguards program?
Well, at least the participants must be able to swim, because the skills for a lifeguard in the pool are so necessary that they can with the one just second save the lives, save the people from the pool, especially the kids, because they sunk in the water so fast, so you have to be quick. And the second is it will be very good if you had a skill to cook. You will not have a problem with the food, because there are the American malls, especially the Walmart, has everything, so you can find anything that you want, from halal things to other American native things. So it's not a problem if you can't cook. And the last thing is you have to be so responsible with your job, because it is a very serious job, and they really admire and respect the participants that they face with their job with a very great focus and responsibility. And then they just the Americans, your manager, your boss, just starts to cheer up you and really try to make you satisfied with their livings, except the work and job. Because I had a lot of problem with the transportation. In my case, it was a bicycle, so my manager bought me a new one. Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't have a TV at my house. She bought me the TV, and a bit time passes, and I had my own car. She managed to get me a car for just going to the Walmart, because it took me about 40 or 50 minutes on the bike. Yeah. And there were no transportations at all, the buses.
A nice manager.
Yeah, she was so adorable. She every day just asked me, was I okay or did I have any problems? She really cheered me up. She always was with me and for me, and anytime. So it was very nice from them. I really loved it.
Would you like to visit the US again?
Well, definitely yes. Even I had so many difficulties, I really fell in love with the states, because every state has its own nature. I started to just being so much American, so I loved them every minute that I had spent there, and definitely
it was.
Yeah, and in the future I hope I'll visit not just the once but so many times.
Okay.
Yeah, and I really recommend anyone just visit as a tourist, as a participant of work and travel the states, because they're amazing.
Okay.
No comment, just amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your interview, Amir Bey. We wish you a big good luck in your future life path.
Thanks for you.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So cute, adorable.
Thank you.
Thank you, global friends.